we do it. Where you catch us that we be in that pool pit. Always catch a vibe, we a movement. You should just subscribe because we too lit. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, watch them scream out, ah, yeah.
Bo stay on his grizzly.
Stay
and
on
you
his
know
grizzly.
I stay on mine.
Stay on
It's the
mine.
Pool Pit Podcast, baby. Season 4. Episode 109. What the business is.
What
It's
the
that man
business
with the
is.
plan Big Kev.
Big
And that's cuz
Kev.
with the buzz Big Bo.
Big
And
Bo.
you know we got that food for your soul.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Now you know we gotta do the disclaimer.
Got to do it.
Like I said before, like I always say, we're just trying to be nice guys.
Nice
you know,
guys.
like just trying to be nice guys. Like
Nice guys.
I don't want you to hear us talking about
I'm not a nice guy.
what we talking about last week. You know, we're talking about the work hubby and the work wifey, and some people might get offended and think that's like
You
that's
just
fucked
might
up.
get
That's like
offended.
not very nice because
Hey.
you know, like they're married. and somebody, matter of fact, somebody on the
Who said
YouTube
they're
said,
married?
hold up. Somebody on the YouTube on the little short I posted.
Clips.
Call me a slime ball. Bitch.
Call me a slime ball.
It was like, look,
You
did
are.
this. Like,
You
did
are.
this. At that time, you probably could call me that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But listen to the story.
I've
It
changed.
literally said years back. It didn't say currently. Or even to judge me on the
You're a
past.
slime ball.
It is what
Accept
it is.
it.
It is what it is. But I thought it was funny. You know,
That's
like
hilarious.
some people might literally get mad about that. I was laughing.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And
I'll be a pig, slime ball. Hey,
hey man, I'm just speaking truth. What didn't happen in my life, experiences to learn from and grow from. That's what
Tell
we
'em,
do
Big
around
Kev.
here. So without further ado,
yeah.
the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel
Hallelujah.
or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know I got to do
Got
it.
to do
I
it.
said the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or
Hallelujah.
religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that.
Straight like that.
And y'all know this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity,
Yo.
motivation,
Yo.
inspiration,
Yo.
and most importantly, love. So we don't do anything. He done took you out of character with that last ad lib guy. But here we go. So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and you know I keeps them on deck.
Hey.
Message.
Let your smile change the world, but never let the world change your smile.
Woo!
Simple and brief, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
illuminate. Like what we try to do, no matter, like I told you people before,
Vibrate.
whatever I got going on, you'll never know. I don't broadcast for social
Never know.
media. Only my loved ones and those who I really, really rock with
Man.
will know what's really going on with me. But to the world, I'm the funniest, positive person walking. You know what I'm saying? But I deal with my own stuff. I just deal with it
Everybody
differently than you.
does.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying people look at me all the time like, you're so positive, you're so happy. Did anything happen to you? Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of things happen to me. I just know how to compartmentalize. That was one of the words we could have messed up on last week.
I think
Compartmentalize.
I think I did, but I said it right. I've been practicing.
Hey.
Compartmentalize
Perfect.
those feelings and, you know, express them the right way. So,
Be specific.
yeah, specific. Hey, a lot of people liking that though. A lot of people on TikTok, hey, people have problem with words. And that is a universal thing. People, and it's the most
Facts.
simple words. Because when I seen some of the people that popped up on the TikTok video I dropped, they were saying these words. I'm like, to me, those are like the ABC, but they struggle.
Nah.
Everybody has their thing they struggle with. So
Their team.
their ting.
The ting.
All right, so what we gonna get into? Like I said, it's been
Man.
me and Bo rocking, but we've been killing it lately. So, you know, if y'all want to rock with us, let me know. You could be young or old. I know we've went through a lot of guests, you know what I'm saying, over these last couple years. So I get it. But at the same token, we gonna keep this thing rolling no matter what. Just know that. So we got to get into this YSL case. If you're not familiar with it, YSL is what is a Young Slime Life. That's the, you know, I guess
The moniker.
the moniker of that whole saying, and it's associated with Young Thug and his group or whatever, right? I mean, y'all know he been on trial and in jail for
Man,
like
2 years.
two plus years down there. Feel like,
Man.
but we want to talk about why this shit is so crazy. It's like you can't make this case up.
Man.
Like, Bo, what have you seen just happening in this trial that made you be like, is this for real?
The craziest thing I seen is when the judge brought his dog.
Bring your pet
He
to
had
work
what
day.
was it? What them the animals?
Was it Chihuahua?
No, not a chihuahua. I don't know what it was, but it was like one of them emotional animals.
Oh, that it just get a reason to bring a dog, basically.
This dude, he held up the whole court case because he's talking about, hey, you know, that's a nice dog. Don't feed. Like, why
is
do
he
you
here?
have a dog?
Why couldn't he be in the back somewhere if you had to bring him?
Why is he in the whole damn building?
I'm just saying, if you had to bring him because somebody wasn't going to watch him or whatever, why is he in the proceedings and he's not in the back?
Like if I'm Young Thug and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man,
I'm going to jail. I'm staying in jail forever.
the judge is sitting here talking about his dog.
This can't be good for me.
Don't feed him. That he's really nice. This like nigga, my life is on the line.
My
and
life
you
is on the
talking
line and you talking about a
this
dog. That's crazy.
That's just one of the many things that have happened in this trial that don't make sense.
Man, there's so many things that don't make sense. I'm gonna just give y'all a couple rundown.
Man.
There's probably something I'm gonna forget because there's so many things that have happened. We're gonna just talk about the most recent. Young Thug's attorney gets a jail sentence because he won't tell where he heard about the judge talking to another prosecutor about a secret witness, right? He found out about it, and the judge, well, how you find out about it? He wouldn't,
That's evidence.
and he wouldn't divulge his information. So the judge was like, guess what? You're gonna stay every weekend for the next 10 weeks in jail. In contempt of court, that's what they called it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he bonded out, you know what I'm saying? They went to another court, you know what I'm saying, and appealed it, and he won and whatnot, and they keep him out on bond. But that shit don't happen. Like your attorney's about to go to jail too. Like, just think if you're the person facing jail time and your attorney is now in jail with you.
So how's he gonna work the case?
How's he gonna work the case? How am I gonna win? It's not looking good at all. Then we're gonna say the witness was high while on the witness stand.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The witness is high on the witness stand.
There's more. Keep going. Keep going.
Then Young Thug's father gets to asking questions about Trump. What does Trump have to do with this trial?
Keep going.
Lord have mercy. Then the first year I think he was in jail, Young Thug releases the album while he in jail. Like, like, Lord have mercy. Then Young Thug gets hospitalized in the midst of this trial. Then his lawyer, a lawyer in the case, threatens to make an OnlyFans. Like, what are we talking about? Lawyer, I think you gotta have a certain level of professionalism and decency as a lawyer, and you talking about making an OnlyFans?
Everybody in this case is trying to be stars.
I swear, it seemed like, and I think it's because it's on that law TV show, I think, that shows the whole running of it.
Man.
And I think they just trying to put their bid in for actress or actor role for real. Then, this is the even crazy one. I seen this one a long time ago, but I seen it watching that show. Young Thug attempts to make a drug exchange while in trial, while people looking directly at him.
Yeah.
And I even seen that they ain't put this one on there, but they be listening to the songs in there and he be jamming, like the new song that come out. What court you ever seen play the latest hits and people in there dancing, getting their bop on, you know what I'm saying? Wow, you about to have a trial. This whole trial is crazy. Man. I think it's one for the ages. I don't think nobody has seen a trial be a circus like this.
They trying to really outdo OJ.
Man.
They trying
OJ had parts, you know what I'm saying, to it that made it like a circus, you know what I'm saying, or a Showtime event, whatever. But this is multiple. Man. Every week, every day, you see something new, hear something new that is just outlandish, and you be like, really? Just let this nigga out. Like, yeah. I'm at the point now, just let him out. Whatever he did, I don't think he ever gonna do again. Because this is ridiculous.
Man, just free the dude.
By the time y'all get to an actual verdict, he gonna be having time served. Like, shit, he gonna be in jail for like 5-6 years by the time y'all get to the way y'all moving. Boy, but it's funny though.
Quit stealing these taxpayers' money.
Man, say that, Bo. Say that.
Y'all over here just like doing some stupid shit And the taxpayers are the ones who are getting hit the most.
Suffering for this foolishness. Exactly. So y'all go check it out. If you don't believe me, go look. Just pull up, Google the YSL trial. Google Young Thug. Google.
Man.
And I'm telling you, you will run into so many circus moments. You'll be like, this shit can't be real.
Nah, it's real.
What my statement? You got to be shitting me. That is you got a shitting me moment. Shit.
That's that Naptown shit.
That's Naptown shit. Shit. All right, so now we gonna go, like, I know we kind of, stopped doing it a little bit, trying to get into some, like the relationship or just the generality topics of people in general, you know what I'm saying, the social topics. We're back on it. So I got something really kind of a Bo. I'm gonna speak to it more so.
Okay.
Because, he could deal with it with having kids and whatnot, and I don't have any, but I could speak to it if I did have some. All right, so a lady, a man's wife says, my husband wants to take his biological child on a trip for graduating 8th grade, but not his stepchild, who also is graduating 8th grade. I'm upset. He doesn't see why. How do I make him understand? So the question is like two questions. We can speak to how do you make him understand? We can speak to, then she says, is her husband right or wrong? Well, the question is her husband right or wrong? And what are your thoughts?
He's definitely not wrong. He's definitely not wrong for having some time with his child. Now, I would have done, me personally, I would have done, especially they end up being the same age. I would have done something with both of them.
Okay.
But at the same time, this is my child. This is
my real blood.
My real blood. I want to have a moment with him. You can't trip on him being a father to this kid and having moments and developing stuff and finding out what's going on with him. Like that's his child. You can't trip. So like you got to come at it a certain way where like, okay, women, they deal with their emotions or whatnot. But tell the man you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to understand.
Understanding of it. Yeah, understanding.
You have to understand that, like, okay, this is his child. This is his kid. He wants to develop a bond or find out what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Let him have this trip. But I'm pretty sure this man is still doing something for his stepson too.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
But like you got to step back a little bit and let him be a father to his child.
Yeah. Like I said before, I let Bo speak mostly on it because I don't have kids, but I just know if I were dealing with a child in that situation and you wanted your personal time with your blood child, you know what I'm saying? I get it. But you need to, be able to speak that, be transparent about that, be like, I'm going to do something for, the stepchild a little bit later. Right now, I'm taking my child out, and celebrating this. But we definitely gonna kick it and do something. And he gonna feel the same love and the congratulatory, celebration, for graduating from the 8th grade or whatever, just like my son. But right now, it's me and him. We're building something right now. A lot of time, that's our time. Yeah. I just needed to be with him. And we don't know the parameters. If the son doesn't live with him, lives with the other mother,
Yeah.
He sees the stepchild more so than the his real child, because he's away with his mother or whatever. So we don't know the whole dynamics of that family, situation.
Too.
Yeah, because if that's the case, it's like, hey, I need to definitely get this time in.
with my kids. Yeah.
So, to me, it comes off as selfish, for her to say that and not see that, that he's trying to be both. He's in a situation where he has a stepson. He has a real son. His real son doesn't. And another thing is you had to kind of read the room, right?
Yeah, read the room.
His son probably don't want the stepson there. Like, this is my time. You already taking my dad away. Like, he lives with you.
Yeah, he's
around, he's around you 24/7. I see him on the weekend, right? You know what I mean? So he probably like, I don't want him here. The whole thing wasn't read out, but just from how she's taking it, I think she's taking it wrong. And she can't make him understand that because I don't think he's wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the only thing he'd be wrong with if he came back after celebrating with his son and didn't do anything for the stepson when the stepson lives with him and he's been treating him as a son, then that would be wrong, period. But I think women got to understand she's his mother. So she should take him out. While he's doing something with that son, she should take him out, and then he go hook up with him later and do what they got thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he feel love from both sides.
Plus, where's the stepson's father? Where's he at?
That's even bigger.
Yeah, where's he at?
That's even bigger. Yeah, exactly.
Like, you over here questioning a father.
Go question him.
Go question the daddy of that child.
Yeah.
Now, if he's not here, something happened tragically with him, okay,
exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
But like, if he's still on this planet, you need to be checking the father of that one.
Yeah, and I think what we did was we kind of expanded on the whole situation because it was just blank. You know what I'm saying? It don't give you enough of the family dynamic to really have a great, you know what I'm saying, discussion, you know what I'm saying, or idea, thoughts about it. But perspective is perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because it's basically, See, that's that tongue tie from perspective is perspective. There we go.
And them P's.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they get you sometime off the bridge of another saying. They can get you. But I held my shit together, woo. But anyway.
But like, let that man be a father to his child. Let him do whatever he wants to do. And he's still supportive to his stepson.
Yeah.
So that's the way I mean, if you want answers.
It almost reminded me, I don't know if you remember a long time ago, it was a social media thing falling around where it was saying the kid had, the stepdad had brought the McDonald's.
I remember that a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's along the lines of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
around there.
Yeah, he brought his, kids more to the McDonald's.
We did talk about it.
And we talked about it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's along the lines of that. I don't think you can ever be wrong for doing for your kid. But if you are a father figure to a stepson, stepdaughter, then you have to follow that as such because you created this relationship now. You know what I'm saying? So they look at you as that father figure. You have to be that father figure, and excluding them from something is never going to be good. So like I said before, you can bring your kids to McDonald's. You can take your kids out, but make sure you show that love to those step kids as well. Right. And then everything should be good.
I got the same situation going on right now.
That's why I felt you would be able to talk about it more.
And even with my the little youngster, I'm going to be a father figure.
There you go.
I'm not your father, but
I'm a father figure.
I'm always going to be a father figure. And, one of the things I want to do is like, hey, I'm going to go get him a little basketball, so we can walk around here. I'm going to give me a new basketball, get him a little basketball. We walk around the neighborhood dribbling and teach him. So, just being a father figure is like, it's super dope, but like, it's not the same as being an actual father.
One of the most successful stories of that, how you speak it, that could turn into something like that is Shaq.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His biological father didn't bother. Like he had that song, you know what I'm saying? And Philip Harrison, Sergeant, taught him the morals, the values, the strict discipline, and he incorporated it in the basketball as well, you know what I'm saying? And tell him Shaquille to be who he's going to be and be a monster on the court, but also be a stern, disciplined man outside of it, you know what I'm saying? And combine the two. So, even that's not his son, he treated him as his son, and look how Shaquille turned up. And Shaquille's like, hey, no matter what they say, that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because he done what my dad couldn't do or didn't do. So, the way Bo just said that, it just made me think, because I was like, that's the same thing with Shaq. His biological wasn't taking him to those games and putting him in those schools and, putting that, saying word in his ear, you know what I'm saying, to do this and be dominant. Philip did. So shout out, rest in peace, Philip. You know what I'm saying? He passed away some years ago, but, definitely a good lookout.
Yeah, little brother, his mama don't want him playing football, but I'm like, man, this dude is like
roughhousing.
Roughhouse running. I was like, he is a football player.
UFC somebody. He likes contact.
He does, man, for real. The little dude be want to plow into everything, run into everything.
You like contact. Normally it leads to other sports that like contact.
I'm trying to get him into basketball, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, hey, girl, man.
It might be football.
Man, he's a.
Or really just introduce him. Introduce him to stuff and to see what he gravitates to more. Yeah.
Hey, he's a defensive back.
There you go. Well, he can't be a defensive back on the basketball court.
Nah.
Can't just be, basketball is a finesse sport. It's a physically finesse sport.
He's trying to plow through stuff.
Yeah, we don't do that. You gonna be fouled out and sitting on the bench. No, that don't incorporate that.
He's a goon.
There we go. So we gotta get into the sports. NBA Finals is going on, you know what I'm saying? And it's looking like old Lucky the Boston Celtics is most likely going to get that 18th
Yeah.
championship. Luka, he had first 2 good games, had a rocky game 3,
Yeah.
game 4 last night. For them to not get swept, I G him for that. He didn't want to get swept. That shows me at least you got some heart. you can't let them come on your floor, dance on your floor, get a championship and get swept though.
Man, Boston gave that game.
I mean, I don't know.
They were not playing defense how they was playing in the other.
But Dallas was playing defense though. That's one thing you gotta look at though. Boston might not have been playing defense, and I do think that Dallas changed up their philosophy on how to run offense, which made Boston not play. Luka wasn't patting the ball 15 times, 16 times, isolating. He was running at people and just going at people quicker. You know what I'm saying? They bench players got involved too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
if Dallas can do that in Boston,
man, we might got a series. Seriously.
Yeah, we got to. But I think it's a wrap.
I think Boston Celtics gonna rout them dudes when they go back to
they go back to Boston
on Monday.
They really wanted to have it like we're gonna win.
It's a
this
big celebration, yeah.
In Boston, like they.
Well, I just didn't see like Brown. He wasn't aggressive.
No, that's what I'm getting at.
Tatum wasn't aggressive.
That's what I'm getting at.
Drew Holiday wasn't aggressive.
Like, hey, we gonna give y'all this game.
I don't know if you ever want to give anybody the game, but I do think maybe they was like after they got pushed on their heels at the beginning. And seeing what Dallas was really, really hyped up to play, they was like, well, we're down 20-something. I think somewhere in the middle of the game they gave up, but I don't think they was going to give the game initially at the beginning. I don't think that.
Okay.
Because anything can happen. My thing is, you don't want to play with that because in this game, you're still playing the 3 quarters. So if Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown gets an injury, what we talking about? We talking about the whole series change. Because Boston can't lose one of them and still win.
Man, it was
with Porzingis already hurt too.
It was a different aggression.
I mean, it happens. It's
basketball.
There was
no Boston aggression.
I'm saying I don't think you give a game away, though.
If you watch how Boston played the other 3 games.
But that's basketball, though, Bo. When have we ever seen the team play consistently every game? That's why it's ebbs and flows of the game, period, point blank. It's always somebody making adjustments. Somebody don't come out and play aggressive as they were for whatever reason. But it happens. If you watch basketball, you will know every game is different, period. Now your mindset could be messed up from the jump where you think we just gonna walk in here. We blew them out last game. We just gonna walk in here and get this championship and we don't have to play behind the mindset. And if you got a wrong mindset, you don't bring your game, you can get smoked out of any gym. Now that can happen, we'll see.
The game is rigged.
Well, but I mean, some people say that though.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's rigged to a certain extent in players. I don't think a whole team aspect.
Yeah.
I think some players, get, hey, if you can just, miss a couple of them baskets and not get 30 points tonight, in the betting world, you know what I mean? That's a lot of money and a lot of money for you. I truly think that happens. So, but I do think it will be closed out on Monday. And I do think the Celtics will be this year 2024 champions.
And let's see if the Celtics can take to a dynasty level.
I don't think it's going to be a dynasty, though.
The way the NBA is set up, it's hard to do a dynasty
because everybody's jumping teams, and you can't hold 3 or 4 players on there to make max dollars. You can't hold them no more.
But Boston is paying them dudes.
They gonna find like the Warriors. You can only do it for so long. It's
but Boston's
the Warriors did it.
Pay them so. Hey.
But you say that until they lose. Just like Joe Lacob of the Warriors is like, I'll pay. You know what I'm saying? While we winning championships, if we ain't making playoffs and we ain't making final appearances, and I'm paying all this money, something got to change. These dudes is billionaires, but they ain't dumb. They didn't get to be billionaires being dumb.
The Celtics are set up because they got 2 cornerstones that you can continue to build around.
But you got some key pieces that you got to take care of, like Derek White. His contract is coming up 1 more year, and he's definitely worth the money. He's a defender. He is wide open 3-pointers. That defender spot is guarding everybody with him and Drew Holiday. That gives your superstars the nights off.
Yeah.
So you definitely need to sign Derek White. For real. So, we'll see how it goes. But you know how championship goes?
Unless they find a new Derek White. Because, you
never know.
Yeah, Like
That's
Derek,
basketball.
Derek White was not like
With Spurs, when he came from the Spurs, he wasn't that Derek White.
Yeah.
He had some type of, you could see potential. You was like, oh, he might be decent, but I didn't think he's gonna be this Derek White that we see now. So that's a true statement.
They can be like, all right, we can make another Derek White.
I mean, but it's basketball. It's like Joel Embiid and Paul George was on the broadcast last night, and Joel Embiid was like, Stephen A. Smith was like, hey, they might be a dynasty. Joel Embiid was like, but there ain't no dynasty. I'm still around.
You still got to get through me.
You still got to get through me. And then he was looking at Paul George like, we might get a little help.
Hey, now Perk even said like, hey, you need to
my team, that might be the missing piece, right? And he's factual. Like,
that's
because
factual.
if Paul George goes to the 76ers and they are healthy, watch out.
With Maxey too?
Watch out. that's all I can say. With a healthy Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey, watch out.
Yeah.
So, and they said Paul George wasn't really eye to eye with the Clippers right now in the contract negotiation. So, watch out. Then we gonna talk about Klay Thompson. They said he's unfollowed the Warriors. He's taking a whole bunch of pictures off his IG for the Warriors and him, Steph winning the championship.
Get that,
like, even if you not going to re-sign back with the Warriors, why get rid of your moments so everybody can try to?
I don't.
It's almost like girly. It's so emotional. Like, I'm so mad at you guys. I'm going to go to my IG and delete
NBA
everything.
Or the WNBA? What is this? Is it the NBA or the WNBA?
I'm just saying. It's just, I won't even say girly. I'll say it's emotional. I won't even put a gender to it. It's emotionally. When you sit up there and somebody gets on your nerve that bad that you can't just speak to the person and have your moments are your moments, right?
Man.
No matter what. But when you feel like you need to delete something for 2022, come on now. Yes. And the world gonna pick up on it. So it's like,
they gonna see it.
Klay, I mean, nothing but love for you. You've been a Warrior for the longest, but that was a weak move. I call it like I see it. That's my guy, but that was a totally weak move to unfollow them. And Steph's supposed to be your boy. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if it's the Warriors, it's a picture of you and him, you and Steph. When Steph won the MVP, you know what I'm saying? In 2022, when y'all won the championship, y'all right side by side each other. Splash Brothers. Why would you delete that? It's weird.
Very weird.
So, we'll see what happens. But definitely, we got to talk about Caitlyn. And when I talk about Caitlyn this time, I'm not talking about Caitlyn as far as the bickering, back and forth between the women of what she does and what she don't do for women's basketball. She's deserving of it, right? I want to talk about more of it because Stephen A. Smith, they brought it to the attention, and I've seen it a lot, that white folks and other people who have this hate.
Weaponizing.
You know what I'm saying? They're weaponizing Caitlyn's name for hate, basically. You know what I'm saying? And then, so I'll give you the preface for it. So Carrington is a player from the Connecticut Suns, right? And this is her statement. She said, how can one not be bothered by their name being used to justify racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and the intersectionalities of all of them is nuts. She said, we all see the shit. We all have a platform. We all have a voice. They all hold weight. Silence is a luxury. So what she's speaking to is Caitlyn sees these things. People say, oh, first thing a person's gonna say, well, I don't even get on social media. Bullshit. Everybody sees social media. Or you got people that look at social media for you.
Somebody gonna tell you. Somebody gonna call you.
Somebody gonna feed it to you. Hey. So it was Caitlyn's job, you know what I'm saying, to do so, you know what I'm saying? And a reporter asked Caitlyn about this situation, and she did speak on it. She said, treating every single woman in this league with the same amount of respect, I think it's just a basic human thing that everybody should do. She also said that they should not use her name as the narrative or the catalyst for hate in any shape, form, or fashion, because that's not what she stands for. She believes every human should be treated equally on this earth. See, and that's the point. I think the problem I have with it, people making it personal with Caitlyn. Like, you want to be bad about whatever goes on. Be mad at the WNBA. Be mad at the sponsors. Be mad at the endorsers, you know what I'm saying, who are putting her in the face of the WNBA. Nobody ever said that Caitlyn Clark is the best player in the WNBA or deserving of being the face of the WNBA. We all know it's A'ja Wilson.
Yeah,
hands
A'ja
down.
Wilson. Yeah.
It's A'ja Wilson, and before A'ja Wilson, it was Breanna Stewart, if you know basketball.
Yeah, if you know basketball.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody's ever saying that. But we do know the times. We do know the reality of it is Caitlyn Clark effect. If you look at the record of attendance in the WNBA,
man,
just regular attendance has went up a tremendous percentage, right?
Man.
We're not going to even talk about when Caitlyn plays that team, or here where we stay at, the Fever games are sold out with 17 to 18,000 people in the stands. That's unheard of for women's basketball. That's even better than the Pacer game, damn near.
I was about to say.
It's facts. To the points where they had to change some of the venues to a NBA arena because they couldn't fit everybody in there.
Yeah.
That is the Caitlin Clark effect. And my thing is, you would be naive to not understand that and capitalize on that. That's what Stephen A. Smith been saying the whole time. He ain't saying it's right. He's saying what it is, and how you adapt to it and how you benefit from it is to acknowledge that that is the cash cow right now. We all gonna get money off of Caitlyn. Why would you hate that? Or why would you have a problem with that? But I do want to shout out Shanae Abumake. Hope I said that right.
Shanae.
A lot of the women have been dope in what they've said and how they articulated, you know what I'm saying, things about it. But I think she's been the dopest. So I'm gonna call her out. She says, I think that with all the growth that Caitlin Clark has brought, it has brought a lot of growing pains. Now you have the opportunity to educate people who are coming with you so that hopefully the focus can be on the game. And what she's saying is, I understand.
Right
really, hey, when I seen her speaking it, hey, to the point of Stephen A. Smith was like, I ain't even got, and when you ever see Stephen A. Smith be quiet, he was like, you know what, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Man.
I might just add this point, but basically, yeah, you said it off.
Hey.
But what she's saying too is, we know you're the face of the league. It has changed from A'ja Wilson to Caitlin Clark. Regardless if it's deserving, it has changed. That's the reality of it. Caitlin Clark's job now as being the face of the league is speaking against hate. And that mindset, you know what I'm saying? When people use you as the narrative for hate.
But at the same time,
it sucks, but you have to do it though, bro.
I mean, okay. We're coming from a different aspect because, you know, you got to understand us as, you know, black folks coming up, we always had to fight for something.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark, she might want to just play basketball.
You can't just play basketball. That's what I'm saying. Every athlete, I think, literally wants to just play sports and not have to speak on certain social things because that's going to hurt your business one way or the other, right? Like, literally, if you speak this way, there's going to be somebody who don't work with you and your opinion this way. You see what I'm saying? So
no, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, as far as the white folks, they don't have to do it.
I think they do in this manner, though. As popular as she is, we've never seen, if you really pay attention to it, even Breanna Stewart was the face of the league. People didn't know who Breanna Stewart was unless you watched the WNBA. People know who Caitlin Clark is, and they probably watch the WNBA. So she's different. She speaks to a overwhelmingly certain group, you know what I'm saying, that pushes hate. And you can't let your name be the narrative. Well, Caitlin Clark is the...
Don't ride with that.
You got to speak out against... I ain't saying you got to be political, you know what I'm saying, and always speak out against something. But yeah, when they ride with that narrative of your name and saying that's the reason why the hate is getting pushed, now you got to stand on business on that one. Seriously. And I get what you're saying. White folks that ain't used to having to speak on social injustice because they don't encounter them.
So this is new.
Yeah, it's new. So, but I love the fact that she spoke to it. She could have ran from it.
Yeah, she's staying tall, man.
I like Caitlin Clark.
I do too.
The thing is, what I hate about the whole situation is how many people direct the hate towards her for something others are doing. She didn't ask for the fame. She didn't ask to be on the dream team. She didn't ask for any of that stuff. But when it doesn't happen for her, people with these narratives, oh, because she's the white girl. Oh, because it's this, you know what I'm saying? It's the black girls, and they want to say it's a black league full of lesbians, you know what I'm saying? And she's this clean white girl, Christian girl. They're making these narratives, and that's division. That's all it is division.
Man.
And, you know we know what the political aspects of division is. Division is what they want. Like, hey, if we can divide people, we can win. That's how they feel. So, you know, like I said before, just try to embrace the WNBA game. It's a beautiful game.
It's a great game.
I watch the WNBA every night. The NBA is about to go out.
Yeah, it's about to be right.
I need something to watch. I am a basketball fan. encompass all of. I watched the Big Three,
Yep.
the WNBA.
Yep.
I watched slam ball. Goddamn it! Anything
Man,
with
that's slam ball.
basketball. I watch basketball, and some of y'all not basketball fans, and it shows. I love basketball, the sports of basketball. I played it. I love it. My favorite sport, hands down. People like, you just big dude, you just play football. No, I was out there wrecking house in basketball. I love basketball.
He's out there sweet, out there just
Sweet.
chucking up threes.
Sweet jumper, baby.
He's out there.
And in the post when I have to. Now, if you talk crazy to me, I get in the post.
When he had to.
When I have to. But I'd rather cross you over and shoot 3-pointers.
Little ass me after guarding 6'6" centers.
And if you get it, you get it.
Oh, no, I was.
We get active. You got to hype me up. Like if you a big dude, you start talking crazy, I'm taking you to the paint. Oh, you little dude talking crazy, I'm taking you to the paint.
I'm strong. I'm going to push you.
Yeah, you
And they
gonna
hated
get
me.
this.
They hated me like, hey, get off me.
You gonna get this work, baby.
Nah, you going to get this work.
You gonna get this
You gonna
work.
get this work.
You gonna know you been in a battle with me. If it's
Man.
two big dudes, if it's another big dude, he ain't just gonna sit on me because I'm using my strength. I'm pushing him. I'm doing everything possible to show physicality. Hey, it ain't the type of party with me, G. Those good days.
Hey,
Good
great
old days, boy. Good old days. I ain't played basketball in no more 10 years. I think I played the
Man.
Gus Macker tournament in 2019, which we came in second place, and that's when my ass retired my shoes.
Man.
It was the most elderly league that you could possibly see of, and I say elderly in the situation of how we were playing is a not a mirror of how we used to play. So it was like, dude, Patrick was like, we're wrapping this up. We're done.
I'm just a coach now. I'm about to teach some young folks.
Man, I would love that. I would love to get into having some young kids underneath me and we go to leagues and whatnot. That would be fun. It's something I had thought about. You know what I'm saying? I probably would get kicked out and get technicals being on the sideline.
Nah, you cannot be that guy. You cannot be that guy.
I'm so passionate and I have that type of competitive. Yeah. I know me. It would have to be something I would have to be in it for a while, but I know how these referees are because I was a player and had to deal with these referees and they got their own narratives. So, you know, it is what it is. Hey, so we gonna go ahead and get into the bops of the week.
Bops.
We can't play them, sorry, because, you know, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, you know, all these types, not really TikTok so much. They'll let you get away with on TikTok, but Facebook and YouTube and Instagram want to always block you or shadow ban you basically where they'll, we'll let you go ahead and drop it and release it. But guess what? People ain't gonna see it. So
they be on that Drake shit.
You know what I'm saying? So but the bop of the week, I think me and Bo share both of these bops. So really we just should speak to him.
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Hey, that LL Cool J is hard as hell.
Battle anybody, I don't care if you tell.
Man, that new LL is. And what makes it so dope is that Q-Tip did the beat.
It's so hip hop enriched. It really is.
You know, I'm a Q-Tip fan. That's my dude.
Yeah. Tribe Called Quest, baby.
He got Ross on there. He got Joey Crack on there.
Crack.
And I mean, that's a good song.
It's a good song. It's something refreshing. That's what I would say. The beat is like, it's not like anything out right now. Mm-hmm. And Uncle L spitting bars.
Yeah.
Uncle L spitting bars.
Been doing
He's storytelling, but them is bars. Delivery's nice. Everybody held to their own. That's what it's like when back in the day records. You know what I'm saying? When you would have a feature, everybody came with them hot 16s. It wasn't like, they could have left this nigga off.
Man, nah. Everybody fit suit. That's a good song.
That's a good song. And then we got to talk about the boy from VA, Tommy Richmond.
Tommy.
I mean, you know, I know y'all say $1 Million Baby played out quickly, you know what I'm saying?
They didn't play that still.
But they say a lot of people say they played out quick because they played it so much. It's like on TikTok and on everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But, you know, and then you got your hate from Funkmaster Flex, which I don't know what the hell this man is saying, talking about that song is garbage and, you know, the beat's trash and the whole thing is trash. He sounded like he got a personal vendetta with Tommy Richmond and it's very personal and he did not use a professional opinion. I was gonna say professionalistic opinion. There you go. See,
that's a new word.
Hey, professionalistic. There you go. I think it's a word though.
No, it's not.
I think it is. We have to check it out. I bet it is.
Okay.
I bet it is. If it ain't, if it's what I was saying anyway. Well, he didn't do things with professionalism. There we go. Bo wants to be. That's
a real word.
If Bo wants to be politically correct, he didn't do it. Professionalism wasn't great when he talked about the Tommy Richmond.
Real words.
Yeah. Hey, well, we do what we do, nigga. Now watch me find out it's a word. And you go, oh damn, it is a word.
No,
See,
it's
you know what
not.
I'm saying?
That's not. That
You
is
ain't
not.
the damn Webster dictionary. You don't know every word.
Man, you got me.
It did sound kind of suspect though.
Man, that's not a real word. That's
It did sound kind of suspect when I said it, but I'm a Virgo. I'm a ride on my shit.
Southern Cap.
Hey, I'm a ride it till the wheels fall off. Goddamn it,
Hey,
I'm a
that's
ride
not
on
a
my
real
shit, bro.
word.
I'm a ride on my shit till somebody be like, "Hey, Kevin, you know that's not a real word." I
I'm
know
gonna be
what.
that guy. That's not a real word.
Well, in the midst of this podcast, I don't care what you say. It'll be after the podcast. Be like, Kevin, you said that wrong. I know I did, but I'm gonna ride that shit out.
Man,
Ride to the wheel. But he got a new song. We getting off topic. Tommy Richmond got a new song called "Devil's a Lie." Another banger. Another banger. He has this certain sound. I cannot describe it. It has like a Pharrell, a Prince. You know what I'm saying? With the high pitched singing.
to me, it's kind of like yacht rock meets.
Okay.
Yacht rock meets. I ain't gonna say hip hop, but I'm gonna say low end.
Okay.
Like yacht rock meets low end. Like even the drum.
Right. Everything gonna sound totally different, bro.
But like he picks some abstract drums.
The beats that you normally don't hear, but it works for his voice. It works for him. Not anybody could just get on that song and, be able to do what he do with it.
Yeah.
His tone, you know what I'm saying, and his tenor, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that on the song works for that beat. It's almost like whoever makes beats for him, they're in tune with his voice when they make a beat, basically. He must have an in-house producer, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my guy producer. Yeah. This ain't just any producer making beats and you get on it. That's your guy who knows how what you do, you know what I do. We lock in and mesh together. But definitely check out The Devil's Lie by Tommy Richmond, another banger. Definitely check out Uncle L Saturday Night Special.
Saturday Night Special.
Hip hop is in the building, baby. That's all I can say. Anything else?
Oh, no, that's about it.
All right, so y'all know how we do it. Another great show. We all getting hit with this heat cloud, this dome heat, whatever they call it. It's going to be a hot one.
Put on your short set.
Everybody's in the 90s somewhere. So, get out there and enjoy the vitamin D. Put on some sunscreen if you know what I'm saying, ain't, got that good skin, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you don't get burnt.
I got some almond butter cookies.
Melanin, make sure if you ain't got that, sure if you're melanin deficient, make sure you put some, get your sunscreen on there and have a good time. And be safe out there. Number love and positivity always. Yep.